What's up, my lovelies? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be talking about the Lada tribe of Indonesia. If you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Mariama. Thank you for stopping by. Please don't forget to go ahead to subscribe so that you'll be notified and turn on the notification bell so that anytime I make a new video, you'll be able to check it out. So whenever I'm live, you can be able to join me and then we can have a live conversation. So today I'll be talking about the Lada tribe of Indonesia. I've been seeing so many articles online and I've been very invested in, diving deep and discovering so many things that women have to sacrifice in the name of marriage or in the name of men or whatever the society had made it to happen. But this one really caught my eye. I saw a snippet of it on TikTok and then I went to Google and then just like start digging deep and understand, try to put myself to understand, but I did not end up understanding anything because I don't understand the ridiculous things that they make these women in, the Lada tribe of Indonesia, these women go through in order for them to be in relationships or marriage. And even after that man passed away, they also have to suffer some losses. So this is like a very snippet of what I found on Google that I'm going to read with you guys. And then I'm going to give my 1 or 2 cents what I think and really what is happening in the world of women. So the women also have their 5 fingers amputated when their loved ones die. In ritual to ward off spirits, like I have to chop off some fingers in order to get married. And then when the person I'm married to passed away, I also have to chop up some amount of fingers in order to ward off that spirit away. Like, it's not like the suffering is not ending. Some babies even have their fingers bitten off by their mothers. Also, for marriage, a man may cut off the finger of his right hand and present it to the bride as dowry for her. But this ritual that the men have to do has long, fade off into their bias or whatever. But now it has flipped and majority of the time is women doing all the sacrifices. Like, I don't understand. I don't really get to understand like what is happening. I don't know the country. I've never heard of it before. I've heard about Indonesia, but I've never heard about their cultures and traditions and how their practices go on until I stumble upon that YouTube, TikTok video about things that women have to go through in order for them to secure a man or a marriage. And then there is this ritual that if a young girl that has been, that has come to the age of getting married that refused and she was like, she'd be like, I'm not going to get married. I don't need to do this and that to get a man. Then that young girl is going to live her life, of course, but she'll be labeled a widow because she refused to get married and have her fingers chopped off to prove her loyalty to her husband. Like, it does not even make sense. And if that marriage go bad, like very bad, and whatever reason, the woman decide to ask for a divorce, the pattern continues. You have to chop off something again, fingers, to be able to be like, okay, I'm free. I'm no longer married to this man. I want to be divorced. You have to go through that ritual again to cut off some fingers and give it as we are no longer together. What are these people even doing with these fingers? Like, are they keeping them? Are they putting them in the freezer, or are they keeping them on? I don't know. I really hope, let's just check something. I really hope this is something of the past, because I really can't believe it's up to, it's still happening till 2024. Okay. Let's just ask Google something here. Cutting fingers in Indonesia ended. Okay, let's just ask Google and see, because I don't want to believe. Oh, thank God. So I asked if it's still happening in 2024, and then there was this response. This is the response that I got. The unusual practice of finger amputation called Inkipale, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry, was banned by the Indonesian government a few years ago. However, many older female members of the tribe can be identified by their hands, and it is believed this practice still continues in secret. So it has been banned a few years ago, but the practice is still going on secretly. It's just like when you talk about female genital emasculations, like some countries, it has been banned by the Human Rights and the Girl Child Rights Act in so many African countries and from West Africa, and it's massively there. If you go on the internet, it will be discovered that it's no longer in practice. Even the current president, the wife that is fighting, putting a front on the media that she's fighting against this act of females having their genitals and stuff being taken away from them at a young age in a culture and practice in Sierra Leone, my country. Like the first lady is trying to put up this act like, okay, she's fighting, she's stopping it, but it's still happening. And the current government and his wife, they are very good at putting up a show, like making as if they are doing something when they are not doing anything. They're just busy gathering money and keeping it for themselves. Like gather money for themselves, their children, their grandchildren, their members of cabinet, their ministers, and everything. So it's really like, I really understand why he said it's believed this practice still continues in secret. And sometimes if it's a government that does not really follow up on their words, like in West Africa, it's very common. Politicians, they say things, they make a whole conference, they post it all over the internet. Every country, we see that, oh, this country has abolished this and that, but they don't follow up on what they say. They don't monitor and see that what they talk about is really being implemented by its people. So behind closed doors, these activities are still going on. Like in Sierra Leone, they talk about, oh, there is no longer this act going on, but it's still going on. It's not even hidden. It's not even a secret. Females have been going through that torture for like many years, and it's still continuing in Sierra Leone. No, don't buy whatever the politicians are talking about. So this act of women always having to suffer so many pain and so many, imagine little babies having their fingers being bitten off by their mothers, because that is what is being told for the women to do. I can only imagine the pain and torture that these women are going through, because having to watch your child suffer pain as a mother, I can say it's very, like, you cannot even imagine the pain you'll be feeling. Even if your child is sick or your child is having a flu, fever or anything, you'll be praying for you to go through that pain instead of your child. So imagine these women watching their children going through this torture, and they have nothing to do, because some people that think that they know better on how to treat a woman and keep the woman where they think that a woman should belong, has decided that they are going to do this and that. Women have been suffering so many things. Men are not going through so many emotional stuff. You go online, you will see women walking away from marriages and choosing themselves and being happy, because a woman can be working a full-time job, a man can be working a full-time job, but the responsibilities of the house will be upon the woman. Despite both of them working together, working, having full-time jobs and supporting their homes and paying bills together. When it comes to childbirth, housing, cooking, cleaning, everything rests upon the shoulders of a woman. It's crazy, but this is a generation, this is the world that we live in. If you're a woman, just keep your head up straight and just know that you can do so many things. Sometimes you may think that, some women have the fear of walking away. Some women have the like they are invested in what society will say. If like starting all over is going to be scary, the world is harsh. But sometimes preserving your mental health and making sure that you and your kids are okay is way more important. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section about this whole topic of women having to give so much in the line of marriage and building a home in the comment section, whether you're seeing this video on YouTube or on TikTok. I'll see you on my next video. Have a lovely day. The weekend is coming up. Plan activities for you and your kids. Go out and spend time with family and friends. You deserve a little break from time to time.